Hello and welcome to New This Week on Artistalouds.com, the sound of independence. Today, I'm thrilled to have this artist on the show. Well, he's someone who started his career at the age of 15 by penning down his thoughts to change the world, which eventually became his first album, Azadi. On his course, he revolutionized rap music not only by being a great performer on stage, but also by creating new sounds as a composer and as a singer. Please welcome the uber cool Arya Acharya.
Chakalaga, IPL Queen track for Artistalouds.com. Arya, Deane, Sequeira.
Here we go.
Yeah. 1, 2, go. Yeah.
Arya, welcome to the show. I'm so excited that you're here.
Same here, man. Same
wow,
here.
I mean, I've been hearing your music and I've been hearing a lot about you. You've done so much over the years.
Thank you.
The last I saw you was at a stage where Akon was about to perform.
That's
and
right.
we hear, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Arya.
That's right, that's
and
right,
that was
man.
a blasting performance and
Absolutely,
the audience was
man.
thrilled.
Yeah, Delhi audience, maddening crowd, man.
Wow. But I just want to know, where do you get this energy from?
God-given.
Yeah?
Absolutely, and the more important thing for me is the audience in front. The more the people, the more the energy I feel.
Wow.
So in Delhi, it was around 12,000 to 15,000 people
Right.
out in between that.
Right.
The energy was ecstatic,
Yeah.
huge.
Right. But where did it all start from? If I'm not wrong, you started composing at the age of 15.
That's right.
But what was your age when you started, when you penned your first song?
Around 11 years old.
Yeah.
I was in like 6th, 7th standard.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was just mesmerized by this beautiful little girl who used to sit next to me.
Yeah.
I said, let me write something about her.
Wow.
And this is how the whole movement of rap started for me. Initially, it was just like lovey-dovey poetries and all that.
Really?
Yeah, that's right.
You
But
remember that?
In Hindi, yeah, a bit.
In Hindi?
In
Okay,
Hindi.
in Hindi. Okay.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
It was called Pehla Pehla Pyar.
Wow.
So this is how it goes, Pehla Pehla Pyar, first time in my life, ye hai Pehla Pehla Pyar. पहली पहली बार हुआ था मुझे प्यार, ये हो गया था, मैं गया था बाजार, वो चल रहा था, मैं आ रहा था, तो ये था पहली बार जब वो मुझे दिखी थी. Something on those lines,
Wow,
very,
wow,
very
wow.
simple, straight, lovey-dovey schoolboy stuff,
Right. It's quite infectious, by the way. People
I don't
are no. It's quite easy.
Yeah, it's quite easy.
But deep down inside, it's not the same story.
Yeah.
Right? So how did this rapping, bug bit you?
As I told you, from the age of 11, I started writing it.
Yeah.
Then slowly and steadily, I felt I should, start doing more and more of these writings. It started with this little lovey-dovey poetry.
Right.
Then I felt I should get into more serious stuff. At that time, the only medium of hip-hop, rap, or any kind of external music we had was MTV. It had just arrived, 1987, 88 is the time I remember. MTV had just arrived, and I seen this artist, MC Hammer.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the movement, which started the whole thing, the hip-hop thing.
Yeah.
It was the first time I seen anything so different and beautiful.
Yeah.
I said, this guy, he's dancing, he's rapping, and he's saying all these things in such a cool way.
Wow.
I said, I had to do something like this.
I want to be cool too.
I want to be cool too.
Yeah.
I want to just write something which will, just make me happy. And I said, this is what I used to do. I used to write, but I didn't know how to put it. So I'm not a singer.
Right.
I have no training in singing or any vocal training. But I said, yeah, writing and saying that in rhyme is my piece of cake.
Yeah.
I said, let me do it.
Wow.
And that's when I just started, inquiring here and there. That time internet was not there.
Of course.
So basically, it's just watching television, hearing radio, watching these, TV shows where you can see if there's some kind of a show, some kind of opening from musicians. That's when I, came across Magnasound, the music company Magnasound. We just, started picking up a lot of young artists.
Right.
Guys like, Shan, Shankar Mahadevan, Adnan Sami, all these guys have been brought up through Magnasound.
Right.
But I used to just, search, these are the guys who are doing indie pop kind of music.
Yeah.
And I had my friend, very close friend, who had just arrived from the US.
Yeah.
When he was struggling at that time initially.
Right.
But then he had an album with him called Style Bhai.
Style Bhai.
Yes.
Oh, man.
His album's name was Style Bhai, but he just took that stuff to Magnasound.
Right.
And in just 2 days, they said, this is the album we're going to put out.
It was a rage.
It was a rage. So he himself didn't know that. He knew his style was good.
Yeah.
But even he had a little false judgment. Maybe people might not appreciate here. Or are there any takers for it?
Right.
But when Magnasound heard it, guys like Shashi Gopal, who are like the doyens of indie pop industry, he heard it. He said, this is going to be a killer thing. In 2 days' time, they signed him up, and this is when I came. Not my friend has been signed up by Magnus Sound, he is going to put his album. I said that was the extra boost for me.
मैं भी जाऊँगा.
मैं भी जाऊँगा. ये मेरा दोस्त अभी पहुँच गया. I said मैं भी जाऊँगा भी वहाँ के. Let me see. And that was the additional help which I got from my friend Style Bhai, whose real name is Jay Menon. So but through him, I came to know a lot of things about rap, about the music industry as a whole, and how to go make demos. He said make a demo. I said what a demo is. He said demo. I said I don't know what a demo is. He said demo means demonstration of your music. I said what time I'm just out of school. I didn't know nothing about it. So this is how I got a help from all these.
So he mentored you.
He mentored me. Wow. He was like my inspiration. And his style of rapping, again the song Style Bhai, it became like a rage all over India.
But you were not singing about cool stuff. You were talking about issues.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. For me, it was more about, as I told you, I started with my own personal experience, lovey-dovey poetry stuff. Then I started seeing things around me. I said I had to write something about about the city, about the people who are suffering. I was more towards the issue-based writing.
है क्या तुझ में जोश भरा अगर है तुझ में लड़ने की ताकत फिर क्यों खामोश खड़ा हर धड़कन तेरी बढ़ती रहे सीने में आग सुलगती रहे हर लम्हा पुकारे तुझको आहोश उड़ा के दिखा सबको हो हिंदुस्तान हो तू है मेरी शान हो हिंदुस्तान हो मेरा ईमान
Tell me something, you know, when you told your parents that you come from a South Indian family.
That's right.
And when you went to your father, you were like, Baba, this is what I want to be. Hey, what was his reaction?
One tight slap. This is all, and I expected it that he's going to do that, and I got it finally. Because we are from a business family. My father's like a hardcore business.
And a South Indian
business family. Definitely, music has a place in a house, but that's only in the morning as a devotional CD which goes in my music player. But after that 1 hour devotional CD, there's no music in the day. So me telling them that I want to do something in music, wherein I want to pursue it as a career, was a big jolt for them. Because normally all my cousins, all my brothers, everybody who's into our family, they all, like a good boy, they join their father's business, they look after it, they get married, have kids, and this is how the whole generation has come up. And I'm the bad boy who's like the worm who just crawled its way out, you know. So they were all shocked. Initially, most of my family was like, what the hell are you doing? Music, what are you doing? If you want to do it, just take it like a small hobby, learn some music, play, you know, in your free time. But never take it as a career, because that's not for us. We are like a different breed. But I said, no, there is something which I want to do. I feel free. When I used to go to my father's office, I had to, you know, not do his work, but start writing over there. And that's what used to irritate him more.
And is that the reason your first album was named Azadi?
Azadi.
Because you felt
free.
That, you know,
I want to break free. When I started the first album, I was already a well-known name in the Bollywood circuit. All the musicians in the Bollywood industry had a big respect from, like I have for them. Because we had worked a lot. Guys like KK, Sunidhi Chauhan, Krishna, very close friends of mine. We used to work a lot together on several projects. You know, so they heard some of the stuff which I was doing. I said, why don't we collaborate and do something? And that's how I got all these guys, you know, to do a song with me. Like KK was for my song India. Chal Chala Chal was a song with Krishna, the guy who sung Mola Mere Lele. He's the one who said, okay, Arya, I'll you know, jam up with you. Then Sunidhi, who's like the melodious rock star queen of India. She said, I'll do a song called Nasha Nasha. So this is how we jammed up and collaborated with all these guys. So it was a huge, big album.
Well, your first single on Artistalouds.com was Ye Mumbai Boss. Wow. So what was that?
Ye Mumbai Hai Boss was all about the city.
Right.
First, I wrote about Azadi was all about the country.
Yeah.
Secondly, I said, let me come a little, more close to the people around me.
Right.
I wrote about the city. That's
Right.
what's Ye Mumbai Hai
Right.
Boss. Now,
Right.
the third album is also in the making. That's me. I'm like, that's totally talking about who I am.
Wow.
Yeah. So Ye Mumbai was all about city's culture, the days, the ifs and buts of the city.
Yeah.
The goodness, the badness, everything of the city.
Wow. So when you came up with this album, what was the response?
People were a little key. Okay, it's nice. It's a issue-based stuff. It's
Right.
pretty nice. But the kind of response I thought I should get, I did not get. But again, nowadays it's more about publicity.
Right.
The video has to be very
Right.
jazzy and
Right.
nice to be done. And again, the presentation has to be great enough.
And it was more like a social cause.
More
to
of a
you.
social cause. People are already fed up.
Because if I'm not wrong, when this album came out, the scene for independent music was not great at all.
That's right.
It
man.
was all about popular Bollywood music.
Absolutely.
And I think that is the reason it did not get its due recognition.
Absolutely. There was no opening
Yeah.
for individual artists at that time. Fortunately, through my friend Rageshwari Lumba,
Yeah.
who told me, there's this platform, there's this beautiful place, Artistalouds.com. So just come up with a whole label wherein they promote individual artists.
Right.
They heard the album, they said, wow, we're going to put it out there. And this is how the whole movement of Ye Mumbai Hai Boss, which I felt could not get a market, could not get an audience, I got them through Artistalouds.com. So
Wow, that's
very
so
happy for
cool.
that. Yeah.
Well, we're going to see Arya performing live on this show.
That's
But
right.
that's going to happen on the other side of the break.
No, let me tell you, yeah. I know, Don't stop when I never want to stop, yeah. Because the beat coming in your face. This is it, Arya, my man, you are Earl. We got Gunjan in the house tonight. So you gotta stick it to women coming in with the beats, right? Come on. You gotta get it, alright. You gotta get it tonight. Come on, you gotta get it, alright. Yeah.
And we can go on.
लो बात मेरी सुनो कहानी सुनाओ एक शहर की जो सोता नहीं कभी रुकता नहीं बस चलता ही जाए एक कटिंग चाय साथ में वड़ा पाव खाओ मस्त हो जाओ न लो टेंशन चुपचाप मार कमाओ जाना खाओ घर जाओ सुबह ना लड़ाओ ये बच्चे माँ बाप के साथ तकलीफ बुझाओ बाजू में कौन रहता पता नहीं मोहल्ले में कौन मारता पता नहीं दूध में पानी कितना पता नहीं प्रधानमंत्री कौन जाने देना यार अपन को देखता बस अपना घर बार गर्लफ्रेंड का प्यार और 3-4 यार खाली पीली टेंशन नहीं मंगता मैं सपना बात सारे यहाँ कौन सुनता आंखें रख बंद ये मुंबई है बॉस बातें कर कम ये मुंबई है बॉस क्या खुशी क्या गम ये मुंबई है बॉस चाल चाल नेता यहाँ नेता है बाप ये मुंबई है बॉस पुलिस है साफ ये मुंबई है बॉस चल पतली गली नाप ये मुंबई है बॉस चाल चाल
Arya,
Yeah.
we heard this track called Ye Mumbai Hai Boss. It's amazing. But it's quite surprising that you wrote this song in 2009, you got it out. And then recently, you also, I would say recreated, or what would be the right word, remixed, or you changed the sound with another artist.
You said it right. Firstly, it's recreated.
Right.
I recreated the whole sound of Ye Mumbai Hai Boss.
Yeah.
For a whole remix genre. So
Yeah.
let me make it more people friendly.
Right.
And that's how-
Why did you do that?
See, normally hip hop songs or any other songs,
Right.
it's meant with the vision in your mind. We write it, we make it with the vision in your mind.
Right.
But again, that's my feeling, my liking. To make it more people friendly,
Yeah.
like to make it a little dance oriented
Right.
for the clubs to play, for the
Right.
rickshaw walas to play.
Yeah.
You have to make it more people oriented
Yeah.
with the more the dhinchak sounds which you have.
So you're aware of the
kicks
fact
and
that
bass.
my
Absolutely.
music is not only for myself, but
Absolutely.
it's also for
it's
these-
entertainment. Ultimately, we are all entertainers.
Yeah.
We make music for ourselves first, but ultimately, even people should vibe on that. They should jam on that. That's when you connect.
So you got this entertainer called URL.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
He is a very old friend of mine.
Yeah.
A fantastic hip hop artist, one of the best vocalists in Bollywood.
Really?
I felt, let me do something with this guy who is such a gem of a person, gem of an artist.
Yeah.
I said, let me do something. Oh!
Welcome to the show, Earl. And first of all, thank you for being here.
You guys do some research, man.
No, actually, you know, Earl is an old friend.
Okay.
And every morning he comes to the set to get me breakfast. We jog together. And apparently it just happened that Arya was coming. So he said, you know, I just want to stick around. No, jokes apart.
Nice, man.
I'm so lucky right now. Gunjan's on a diet, so I'm off duty for some time.
No, jokes apart. I'll tell you very interesting. Earl has a flight in about 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
And I requested him that please be on this show, you know, for me and for Arya.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much, man.
That's all right. Here is Arya, who had already created a great track, and now he thinks about, you know, doing it again. So he gives you a call. How did you feel?
It was a great experience again. It's Arya calling. I mean, we've been long-time buddies for a long time. And the first thing he said that I have this track and I want you to do something on it.
Right.
So I had no idea about it. I want it tomorrow.
Right.
So I was like, Arya, this is too fast, but that's how we work in Bollywood and any part of this city. So the first thing I did was I heard the track and I immediately dubbed it in my place. And the whole idea was very interesting. It was something to do, it was a very small track. Basically, it was very cute, to the point. I got the gist of it. It was about Mumbai. So I had to do something counter to what he was doing.
Right.
So the first thing that came to mind was write some lyrics in English because he was doing a lot of Hindi.
Yeah.
So I said, "ठीक है, मैं हिंदी में नहीं करूँगा, I'll do it in English with him." And we wrote something about you know, this being a whole motherland.
The whole history of Mumbai.
Yeah.
He started off with the history of Mumbai.
Really?
How the whole land came up into existence.
Exactly.
This guy, as I told, he's a lyrical genius.
You know, Earl's fast. Earl's fast in creating sounds.
Absolutely.
But this guy takes his time. He wants to bring the history, the geography, all the subjects into
what he wrote was much beyond.
Really
Absolutely. What I wrote was a current situation of Mumbai.
Right.
But this guy went to the prehistoric era.
Yeah.
You know, when Mumbai was just coming up, he wrote in just that 16 bars. He actually completed the A to Z of Mumbai.
Wow.
Amazing. What I was writing was what I'm seeing around. But what he came up with was something very more interesting, which I said, oh, even I couldn't gauge that. How we all came here first and how the whole situation started building up. The goodness also, even the bad
I mean,
parts.
if you look at it, the whole of India is a cross-cultural. It's mixed up of so many different people. Plus, there are immigrants, so we're all kind of cocktails of each other, different communities. And the whole idea was to put some sort of element in the song that would trigger that thought. So I did something on that line.
Lyrical genius, this is what I call him. Voice, he's voice par excellence. He is an amazing vocalist. You know, the Jane Jaya, my love. This guy, absolutely.
So you know, you've collaborated together with each other at various occasions. Could you jam something right now? I mean, if you could just come up with some sound, if you could just come up with some words.
Now he has a whole lows where he can do some nice percussions.
Maybe
I can do some, you know, there's a certain mystique when I speak that you know it's sort of unique. Cause you know it's me, my poetry's deep and I'm still manic. The way I floated this beat, just can't stay still. It's like sucking a pop and going to sleep. Well, it's non-animated, I could snap. I'm the equivalent of what would happen if Vajpayee rapped. I'm getting too political here.
But he could rap, he does a lot of rap.
Earl, according to you, what's Arya's USP?
Arya's USP is, of course, his lyrics, his value, his, you know, जो वो सोचता है, he writes it down, लिख लेता है, and his views are clear. He has the thought, he has an imagination, a dream that's going through, or he's going through a dream, or he's going through a road. He writes down what he sees, pav bhaji wala, chai wala, koi bhi ho. And it's part of Mumbai, the culture that we see. You know, we get off a train, it's crowded, it's sweaty, it's stinky. You get out, you have a milk, a soya milk, you have a pav vada, you just to get on with the day. That's how you are. And so a regular Mumbaikar would identify with this. And of course, the rest of the world who've been in a city like Mumbai would be able to identify with what is written in the track, you know. And
tell me, Arya, what's the bad thing about you are
the bad thing. The bad thing about him, the worst thing about him, he's a great vocalist. That's the worst thing about him.
No, just kidding. What's the good thing about
amazing. There's no ifs and buts about Earl. His vocals, the depth of voice, there's the tone which he has, which I call the baritone.
Yes.
His tone is one of the most.
Thank you so much. I like that voice.
I said baritone, not a soprano voice.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that.
That's right. His tone is so amazing. Once I had dubbed a film track with him, he gave me a low noise, wherein the woofer of the studio, I mean of the speakers, you know, it was just vibrating like this. It's just his low, low vocal tone, the bass tone. He's that amazing. He's a he's a maverick vocalist.
So you know, let's try and recreate the magic.
All right, so
Yeah.
you know, let's do something.
Cause I know that
I'll give a beatbox. There's something called beatboxing.
Yeah.
You make out sounds from your mouth. You know?
Yeah, I
Now,
think just give me
now
a beat.
let him do his stuff, and he'll come back to his signature tone.
Right.
You know,
Whatever, yeah.
This is how it goes.
Yeah.
It's like a reggae, you know,
Yeah.
beatboxing.
No. Let me tell you, yeah. I know, no. Don't stop when I never want to stop, yeah. I cut the beat coming in your face. This is it, Arya, my man, you are Earl. We got Gunjan in the house tonight. So you gotta stick it, women coming in with the beats, alright, come on. You gotta get it, alright. You gotta get it tonight. Come on, you gotta get it, alright, yeah.
And we can go on.
Someone's gotta stop us. Let's not just stop us now.
It's got to be me.
Yeah.
It's gotta be you.
Wow. You know, do you know this thing about him that he used to teach hip hop?
Hip hop dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
He used to be a hip hop choreographer.
You're kidding me.
From my school days, man.
Where were you, man, when I was losing weight?
You still are a little bit overweight, so
Yeah,
let's do
yeah.
it right now. If you want, let's do some.
Yeah,
jams,
let's
you
do
know?
it.
Let's do
Yeah.
some breaks. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
of
it. Let's
course, of
do it as a
course.
try.
This is
Let's
gonna be
do
a
it as
lesson
try.
for everyone.
Okay, be careful when you do this at home.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Do it under parental guidance only.
completely.
This is how we do it. Ugh. Ah, that's right. He's got it.
Is that what I had to do?
That was close. That was close, man.
Yeah, man. Basically, the most simple form, I know. When it's rock, you do this.
Yeah.
This is all for
Yeah.
rock. But when you're in hip hop, this is how it is.
1,
2, 3, yeah.
Come on. Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
एक दो बात मेरी सुनो, कहानी सुनाओ एक शहर की जो सोता नहीं कभी रुकता नहीं बस चलता ही जाए, एक कटिंग चाय साथ में वड़ा पाव खाओ मस्त हो जाओ, न लो टेंशन चुपचाप माल कमाओ, चना खाओ घर जाओ, जुबान ना लड़ाओ, बीवी बच्चे माँ बाप के साथ बस्ती बुझाओ, बाजू में कौन रहता पता नहीं, मोहल्ले में कौन मरता पता नहीं, दूध में पानी कितना पता नहीं, प्रधानमंत्री कौन जाने देना यार अपन को देख तो बस अपना घर बार, गर्लफ्रेंड का प्यार और 3-4 यार, काली पीली टेंशन नहीं मांगता वे सपना बात साले यहाँ कौन सुनता, आंखें रख बंद ये मुंबई है बॉस, बातें कर कम ये मुंबई है बॉस, खुशी क्या गम ये मुंबई है बॉस, चल निकल यहाँ नेता है बाप ये मुंबई है बॉस, पुलिस है साफ ये मुंबई है बॉस, चल पतली गली नाप ये मुंबई है बॉस, चल हिसाब.
That was a very unique performance. It sounded so different from the original one, right?
Yeah.
Wow. But you know, talking about the original stuff, Earl, Artistalouds.com would be getting your original stuff very soon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And
That's
how
true,
do you
yeah.
feel about it?
Always excited to do something for Artistalouds
Yeah.
because that's I think one platform that we have in India,
Yeah.
and which takes us abroad, makes us online,
Right.
gives us an international place, a space to put independent music because
Right.
that's what we're missing. You know, we are a nation that's driven in by movies
Yeah.
and Bollywood.
Yeah.
So there are many artists who
Right.
don't fall under that segment and
Right.
end up being commercial.
Yeah.
But they want to do something from what they feel or what they experience or what they
Right.
want to create out of their minds.
Right.
And that's what music's about.
That's
I mean,
right. That's right.
it's all about, you know, creating things that you want to do
Right.
rather than following a protocol and
Right.
creating something for the so-called janta.
I know.
But of course, then your music is also part of the janta once they get to hear
Yeah,
it. And the only way you can get to hear it is by having it out there.
Right. Super cool. Very well said.
Yeah.
And you know, well, also talking about the masses here, you both have had a wonderful career in the Bollywood industry.
That's
You know,
right.
you've sung, you've composed, you've made the best of the people sing to your tunes. How did this happen?
Bollywood happened right when I was just out after doing my stuff with Baba Cycle,
Yeah.
my first album which I
Yeah.
had composed,
Oh, yeah,
song
yeah.
and rap with Baba
That's
Cycle.
right.
Right.
And that's when I did my first film with the now Maverick producer Preetham,
Yeah.
the music producer Preetham. So he heard some of the stuff which I was doing for
Yeah.
Baba Cycle. So he said, why don't you do some stuff for my film?
Right.
And that's when my first film ever in Bollywood happened. It was a film called Fantush.
Yeah.
So my first ever song was with the Maverick producer, music producer Preetham,
Right.
a duet with nobody else but Usha Utubji.
Wow.
So that was my
Whoa.
first track.
Yeah. Well, talking about Bollywood, you both have had really successful careers in Bollywood. In fact, you made people sing to your tunes, you know, the best of the best. I mean, Arya has a successful stint in Bollywood as well. As
Yeah,
you
it
know,
does.
Right now, if I'm not wrong, you're singing for A.R. Rahman?
Yeah, I just did that.
Wow, Talia!
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I was blessed, yes, absolutely. And that was an amazing thing which had happened with me. And now I can say I can retire in music. Yes, I can take a retirement because working with Rahman sir and doing a lead voice track with him is every singer's dream.
Wow.
Every musician's dream is to connect with Rahman sir because he's like God of music. This is what I believe. So when he heard my stuff, which I had done, and he said, okay, we're going to use this for the film. I was ecstatic and amazed. So working with Rahman sir for the film Ek Divana Tha, which was Pratik and Amy Jackson's film. So that song is one of the most closest songs to my heart ever.
Wow. His life has been a dream come true.
Absolutely.
He started his career with Pritam. I mean, can you believe it? Moving on to the best of the best, then
Anu Malik, Himesh Reshamya, Shantanu Moitra.
That's right.
Akon in between.
Akon, I mean, look at that.
Coming to A.R. Rahman sir.
Wow, that's amazing.
This guy, he performed with Akon. I mean, he opened for Akon.
Yeah, of course, I
a
know
very big
that.
show
I was
in
there
Delhi,
at the
I think.
concert.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it was amazing. It was amazing.
I was the one who didn't get the tickets to be there.
We
Should have met me that time, bro.
I didn't know you, man, and I was like, I wish.
That's all right. I knew him, but
but
you know,
he didn't call you. That's the kind of friend he is. But you truly have been a great friend to him. Thank you for dropping in. That was amazing.
Yeah, man.
And,
it was a good surprise.
It's a good thing, and it was so sweet of him to drop by.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Also, I was, as we were talking about your movies, one of the most highlighted moment of your career is this movie called Bodyguard.
That's right. That's right.
How did this happen?
This was Himesh ji's idea, the Maverick music composer. He was doing the whole Bodyguard title track, the whole film song. He has done it, and he told me, why don't we do something which is going to be like the voice of Salman Khan? So even Salman Bhai was there constantly, and he said, Arya, let's do it in such a way where whenever, right from the start of the film to the song to the end, whenever the tone comes, it should represent me as Salman Khan, the bodyguard of the film. So that's when the term bodyguard. So right from the start till the end, even in the title song, Aoji Baoji Dil Se Dil Milaoji. So that's my voice, and I've sung the song with along with Himesh ji.
Awesome. That's crazy.
That's right.
There's more to Arya, and we're going to talk more about it on the other side of the break. Stay tuned.
See, I believe it's the same music. The music never differs, but it's packaged in a different way. Like even Bollywood music, it has a certain package which is with a vision, with a sound, with a whole picture in front of you. But with independent music, independent artists, it's all about your own feelings, But most of the artists say they can't afford to put a video out, so they don't have that vision, the picture in front of them. So it's just the sound. And I believe a medium like Artistalouds.com should be given an even good pump.
Welcome back to New This Week on Artistalouds.com, the sound of independence. And with me is Arya. And Arya, you're one of those few artists who maintain the balance between the popular Bollywood music and the independent scene.
That's right.
Right? How did you do that?
I'm like around 85 films old, and I'm album-wise, because with the remix era, which was started in 2001, 2002, I've done so far around 155 albums. So a total of around 250 odd projects, which I'm part of now. So I try to juggle between Bollywood music and non-filmy music in the same way, because I believe non-film music has to come up. That's original music.
Do you treat it different, or for you it's the same music?
See, I believe it's the same music. The music never differs, but it's packaged in a different way. Like even Bollywood music, it has a certain package which is with a vision, with a sound, with a whole picture in front of you. But with independent music, independent artists, it's all about your own feelings, But most of the artists say they can't afford to put a video out, so they don't have that vision, the picture in front of them. So it's just the sound. And I believe a medium like Artistalouds.com should be given an even good pump, wherein people, a lot of investors should invest into Artistalouds, into platforms like this when independent artists. So ultimately, it's independent music.
You get more videos. Is that what you're saying?
This is what I'm saying. It's all about promotions. Video is a part of it. Right from promoting, getting out the new raw talents out there in the market, and making videos. Definitely the face has to be seen, which Bollywood gives. Why everybody jumps into Bollywood? Because right from singing a song, they get to appear in the video. Sometimes it's like a OST, which these guys do. That's why most of the artists, the popular artists, they're jumping into the Bollywood bandwagon. The guys like Mikka, Daler Paji, Alisha Chinoy, all these singers have jumped from the pop to the Bollywood.
Yeah, that's quite a nice observation you've made, that you need to have a face to a voice.
Absolutely.
To actually recognize the same.
Absolutely.
And as we're talking about your independent music, you also have a band.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Too Unique?
Too Unique is my band.
Quite a unique name.
It's quite unique because there are two people in it who are quite unique in their own way.
Really?
We have our own styles. Too Unique. There are two people. One is me, Arya Acharya, who's a rapper, producer, designer, also a live performance artist in the band. There's the second guy called Amit Das. He is again a maverick producer. He is, I call him the remix king of India.
Really?
Yeah. So he's the one who's doing the designing part of the band's music. He's also into the English vocal parts, and I try to balance it by doing my designing stuff with my vocals. So this is how we confidence our styles together and make up this thing called Too Unique.
So how has this association been? It's been how long that you formed this band?
It's 2 years now since we formed the band, and we have performed at a couple of places all over India.
Yeah.
And presently we're also collaborating with a lot of international artists because our sound is pure electronic dance music,
right.
the EDM genre, which is called. We make music on those levels.
Yeah.
Amit Das has his own style of house music making. I have my own style of house, dubstep, and all these amalgamations. We fuse our energies together, and this is how the whole Too Unique, not just our personalities, but our music, which is very unusual and different. We just worked with a beautiful artist. Her name is Anjali Khandelwal.
Right.
Now she is one of the independent artists who's just coming up.
Right.
And her song is what we just recorded at Yash Raj Studios a couple of days back. Amazing vocalist, pure English vocals as a Too Unique style. Fused is going to be like Too Unique featuring Anjali Khandelwal.
Right.
Amazing vocals.
When you were young, somebody mentored you, and now what you're doing is you're giving it back.
That's right.
And you're also mentoring a lot of new artists.
That's
one
right.
of them you just mentioned, Anjali.
That's right.
And one of the other upcoming really talented artists which caught the attention of the world. With her, if I'm not wrong, she posted her song on Acorn's website, hitlab.com.
That's right, that's right.
Where she got a lot of appreciation.
That's right.
She also performed at the music day on Artistalouds.com.
That's right.
And everybody loved her performance.
That's right.
And you know what? She's here on the show as well.
Oh wow, Deane Sequeira.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go, Deane Sequeira. How are you doing? Deane, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How have you been doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, I'm great, and everybody's been talking about your music ever since we've heard you on Artistalouds.com Music Day. And so how did this collaboration happen?
Now Deane's father, Melbourne Sequeira, is my childhood buddy.
Wow.
And he came up to me and said, my daughter, she writes a lot of good lyrics, and she also composes. I said, why don't you get her to me? And he came to my studio along with her, little girl, and I said, "Dekhta hai what she's." But I always knew one thing, that small, big packages come in little things only, like a
great talent comes in small packages.
Small packages. Sorry, I just take my words back. She said, "You were a little dynamite," that time. So, and when she started, showing me her lyrics, and when she started rapping with it, I said she is a unique talent, because we have a lot of singers, we have a lot of wannabe singers, but we don't have rappers in India, and that was a female rapper. I told her father that, bro, she has a bright future here, provided she just does everything the right way. Get her into voice training, tell her to dub a song, tell her to record few more songs, and that's when I did some stuff with her. We created a song which was penned by her, composed by her. I designed the stuff, and the song's called Random.
Wow. So why don't you sing a couple of lines, sir?
Yeah, sure. Okay. You are a pain in my brain. I never thought that I would like to dump you in the drain. Nothing's in the present. Gotta go to the past, cause in the present, I thought you were rock. I'm in a state of shock. The clock's going tick tock, tick tock. I got a call, I'm gonna fall. I saw you in the mall with another girl. Yeah. Looking at the stars now. Wish I could read still planet Mars. Sitting over there, completely alone, thinking what a person would do all alone. Okay, I think I saw a thing. Oh no, that's my phone. My phone's kinda strange, cause I got it in the tone. Now the guy will call her back. My day will all go bad. So let's dip. I wanna eat my choco chip before he comes and takes it and it touches his lips.
Oh.
See? This is the raw talent I'm talking about.
Amazing.
She's amazing.
Amazing. I must say that there's more to you than what meets the eye. There's so much of talent, and it's so great that now you're giving it back, not only to the society, but you're also mentoring a lot of young kids.
Have to, man.
And you are helping them fulfill their dreams.
Absolutely, because what platform we didn't have at that time of learning music, understanding the whole art and the business of music. This is what we are teaching right now.
And we at Artistalouds.com would make sure that we promote this independent talent in the most spectacular way.
Absolutely, the place to be.
Wow. So I also got to know that you have collaborated together for a song on IPL.
That's right.
Chakka Laga.
Chakka Laga.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Artistalouds came up to me and said they want to make a track which would be the IPL theme track. And me and my friend Amit Das, the band Too Unique, we came up with the song Chakka Laga.
Right.
We created with the whole Indian rustic dhol, the street dhol, with the whole dubstep kind of a bass to it. And so when we felt, why don't we get in touch with Deane and get her style of music, the rapping, the male vocals are there and the female style to collaborate together, and let's do some kind of jam up. And that's when she came up, and this whole song Chakka Laga, which had become like a viral theme online.
Yeah, it has. It has.
Yes.
Do you play cricket? Do you follow cricket by any chance?
No, I'm not a cricket fan.
Yeah,
just came up, Chakka Laga, and the lyrics and all. I wanted to play with it, and though I'm not a cricket fan. Just
Who wrote the lyrics?
It's me. I've written all the Hindi lyrics, and she has written her English parts.
Wow, that's amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this wonderful conversation with this great performance on Chakka Laga.
Chakka Laga, IPL theme track for Artistalouds.com. Arya, Deane, Sequeira.
Here we go.
Yeah. 1, 2, go. Yeah. Chakka Laga. Break it down this. Deane, Sequeira, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go!
Yeah, you know the song. It's for you, the Jada. Open, run and scream and shout and play on the radio when everybody's here. Can't get it off my mind. This time's so hard to find. Let's leave the rest behind. You, me, rock this down.
अरे क्या बोल रही है? ढोल पे बोल गया?
Excuse me.
Chakka Laga, IPL theme track for Artistalouds.com.
Thank you, Arya.
Anytime,
thank
man.
you for being on the
Anytime.
show.
Thanks so much.
Thank
man.
you.
Big respect.
And thank you, Deane, for being here. And we
Thank
wish you
you
loads
for
of luck
having
for
me
your
here.
future. And कभी मुझे भी गवाओ यार.
आ जाइए अकेडमी हमारे प्रोफेसी एंड क्रंक बीट्स में आ जाइए आप.
Right.
Brave nights. As you can clearly see from this attractive graph, our sales have increased by...
Sorry, Mikey.
Honestly,
Our sales have increased by 20%.
what is this magical device I see before me?
It's an Ultrabook. Well, he signed the purchase order.
When you open an Ultrabook, everything else seems old-fashioned. Introducing the ultra-sleek, ultra-responsive Ultrabook. A whole new class of computers, powered by Intel.